Kahalau, Yahawah Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakak Dash, Kwam Jashurala, means to the hopeful elect. Okay. Alright, family led by the Spirit. We're gonna do this into like a 3-part series, maybe 4-part, talking about the dead Lord. We're gonna go through scriptures of every book that has the either a paragraph or a phrase saying they are the Most High, because it could be at hand. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start with Yahawah, which you all know as Isaiah. We're gonna go to chapter 2 and verse 5, the day of the Most High. It says, O house of Jacob, come and let us walk in the light of Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. For you have forsaken your people, the house of Jacob, because they are filled with eastern ways. Yeah, man, just worldly religions and eastern philosophies. They are soothsayers like the Philistines. They are they are pleased with the children of foreigners. Their land is also full of silver and gold, sun and the moon, and there is no end to their treasures. Their land is also full of horses, and there is no end to their chariots. Their land is also full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. People bow down, and each man humbles himself. Therefore, do not forgive them. Damn, there you go. See, basically, there you have it. Enter into the rock and hide in the dust. For the terror of the Most High and the glory of His majesty, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi shall come upon every proud and lofty, upon everything lifted up, and it shall be brought low. Selah, hallelujah, man. Okay, so that's that verse. And we'll stay still with Yahawah, and we'll go to verse 27, man. You know what I'm saying? Chapter 27. In that day, it says here, it says here, in the day that the Lord, with His severe sword, great and strong, will punish, Leviathan and the fleeing serpent, and He will slay the reptiles in the sea. Restoration of Israel says, in that day, sing to her a vineyard of red wine. I, Yahawah Elohim, kept it, I watered it every moment, lest any hurt it. I kept it night and day. Fury is not in me. Who would see briars and thorns against me in battle? I will go through them. I will burn them together, or let them take hold of my strength, that He may make peace with me, and He shall make peace with me. Those who come He shall cause to take root in Jacob. Israel shall also blossom in bud, and fill the face of the world with fruit. He has struck Israel. He has struck those who struck Him, or has He seen slain according to the slaughter of those who were slain by Him? In measure, by sending it away, you condemned with it. He removed it by rough winds in the day of the east wind. Therefore, by this, the iniquity of Jacob will be covered, and this is all the fruit of taking away his sin, when he makes all the stones of the altar like chalk stones that are beaten to dust. Wooden images and incense altars shall not stand. Yet the fortified city will be desolate, the inhabitants forsaken and left like a wilderness. There the calf will feed, and there it will be down and consumed in branches. When its brought are withered, they will be broken off. The women come and set them on fire, for it is a people of no understanding. Basically, 2/3 of our people. For it is a people of no understanding. Therefore, for who made them will not have mercy on them, and He who formed them will show them no favor. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Most High will thresh from the channels of the river to the brooks of Egypt, and you will be gathered one by one, O my children. Joshua. Selah. Alright, so now we're going to go to Jeremiah, and we're going to go to chapter 46, verse 10. For this is the day of Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi, a day of vengeance, that He may avenge Himself on His adversaries. The sword shall devour, it shall be satisfied, and made drunk with their blood. For Yahawah Elohim of hosts has sacrificed in the north country by the river Euphrates. Go up to the Gilead and take balm, O virgin daughter of Egypt. In vain you will use many medicine, many witchcraft sorceries. You shall not be cured. That's America. The nations have heard of your shame, and your cry has defiled the land. For the mighty man has stumbled against the mighty. They both have fallen together. And basically, this place is through. Okay, Salaki. All right, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 30, verse, for the first verse. The word of the Most High came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy this faith. Thus says Yahawah Elohim. Well, woe to the day, for the day is near. Even the day of the Most High is near, and it will be a day of clouds at the time of the Gentiles. The sword shall come upon Egypt, and great anguish will be in Ethiopia. And when the slain fall in Egypt, and they take away her wealth, and her foundations are broken. Basically, Babylon is through, man. You know? So now we're going to finish this part 1, man, with the book of Daniel, chapter 12, you know what I'm saying? Prophecies of the end time, man. Daniel, which means Yahawah is my judge. At that time, Michael shall stand up, the great prince who stands watch over the sons of the people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never has since there was a nation, and even to that time. And at that time, the people shall be delivered, one who is found written in the book of life. And many of those who slept in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to the shame and everlasting contempt. Those who are wise shall shine like the brightness of the firmament, and those who turn many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Then I, Daniel, looked, and therefore stood 2 others, one on this river bank and the other on the other river bank. And one said to the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the river, How long shall the fulfillment of these wonders be? Then I heard the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand to the heavens, and swore by him who lives forever, that it shall be for a time and a half, and when the power of the Holy One has been completed, shattered, all these things shall be finished. Although I heard it, I did not understand it. Then I said, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, Go your way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the end of time. Many shall be purified, made white, refined by the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And from the time that the daily sacrifice is taken away and the abomination of desolation is set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he who waits and comes to the 1,335 days. But you go your way to the end, for you shall rest and arise to your inheritance at the end of days. Salah, hallelujah. Basically, it's kind of like now, you know what I mean? This is what it really comes down to, man. I hope this was edifying. Shalom, Yasharallah, and stay the course.